Welcome to Nina's Kitchen. Today we will be making cinnamon buns. We take our 4 cups of flour and we add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of sugar. Those are our dry ingredients. We will already have mixed together our yeast into, so 1 tablespoon of yeast, 1 tablespoon of sugar, into a 1/4 cup of warm water for about 5 to 10 minutes until it doubles in size. And once that's doubled in size, that yeast mixture, we'll be adding it to our dry ingredients. This is our yeast mixture. It's quite frothy. It's been ready for a while. We add this. And we add some warm milk. I have 2 cups of warm milk. Start to stir this up. Mix that all together. I have my warm water sitting aside here, which I will use to keep adding a little bit of warm water at a time. This could be anywhere. It could be 1/2 cup, it could be 1 cup, depending on where you are in the world and what kind of environment you have for the amount of flour and fluid that you need to get your right consistency. Just keep eating a few tablespoons at a time until you have a dough that you can work with. Looking good. So I probably used about 1 cup here. Turn our dough over onto our lightly dusted surface here. I'm going to take about 1 tablespoon of oil. And my bowl, leave it up there to wait. And I'm just going to work this a little bit, doesn't need too much. It's pretty much mixed. It's a little denser when you grab it. It releases. That's about how you want it to look. And then we're going to just bring this all together and put it in our bowl, cover it, leave it for about 45 minutes. And then we'll come back to it and work on it some more. I like to work in the ingredients and to not have waste. So you can see this is how we want our cinnamon bun dough to look. That's very good. A little bit tacky. We're gonna put this in this bowl here. I always like to grease my bowl a little bit. Makes your dough easier to work with. There we go, just like that. We'll cover this up. We'll come back to it after about 45 minutes. I'm just going to cover this with this lid. It's time to work with our dough, and that's what it looks like. It goes up a bit. I'm going to punch that down, very lightly dust my work area here. And we're going to work this out into a rectangle. We're going to roll this out into a big rectangle here, and then we're going to add our filling. We'll call it filling, our cinnamon sugar filling. We have the cinnamon bun dough rolled out, and I'm gonna put butter on top, and then the sugar, brown sugar, and I'm gonna sprinkle the cinnamon on there before we roll it up. So I'm just gonna explain what I'm doing, just like this. I like to use salted butter. I prefer salted butter. Adds something. I very rarely buy the unsalted. Also for the, we're gonna do a cream cheese icing to top these with. Once we roll these up, and we can actually put them in our pan. They can go in the fridge. You can cover them, and they can go in the fridge until tomorrow. And you can take them out tomorrow. Let them go to room temperature, and let them rise for maybe about an hour. Keep an eye on them, and then you can bake them. So you can make these up ahead of time. I think I put too much butter on here. Let me clean this up a bit. There we go. So I do like to try to make this pretty rectangular, and the reason is because I like to use all of it. Sometimes you have the odd ends I also want to use. So now it's time for, I'm actually gonna put the cinnamon first, because then I'll know how much I have on there, where once the sugar's on there, it won't be so easy to see. So that's just a thought I suddenly had. You can see it isn't measured. It depends on how much you want to put on here. It's probably maybe a tablespoon, maybe 2. But it's just a matter of getting enough on here that it's going to give you your cinnamon that you're looking for, like lots of cinnamon. And then sprinkle your brown sugar on. This is going to be very good. That's the sugar. That was about a cup of brown sugar. And then I'm just going to move it over a bit, because we don't want to have it all in one spot. There we go. Like this. And then we are going to roll it up and cut it. I have my pan. I put parchment paper in the bottom, and I did grease the sides as well, because I don't want them to stick. And then we're going to roll these up. So I think I'm going to go this way. Okay. And just roll it up. This is fun. This is like the grape leaf rolls that my mom would make. I should do a grape leaf roll recipe. That would be good. That's a very good healthy one. Very Mediterranean. So now that we have our cinnamon bun roll, we'll cut this. This is my scraper. You can just use a knife. I don't even know if this is going to work very well. Maybe I should use a knife as well. Alright. So about 1 inch is about what you want these to be. I like them to be uniform, because then people think they're store-bought. That's why I like them to look really good. These would be very good to take to a party, potluck. Of course, we can't go anywhere right now, which is why I'm making all these recipes, sharing all my secrets, so everybody can be their hero at home. So here we go. This is what they look like. That's what our cinnamon roll looks like. And I'm gonna set them in my pan. And I'm not sure how long they'll take. Maybe about an hour. We'll just watch them until they are proofed enough that we're going to, we'll cook them. So I'll let you know when we get back how long these actually took. But the timing doesn't really matter. It all depends on where you are. And there's no better judge for this than the eye. Keep an eye on them, and you'll see when they're ready. These look very good. And we're gonna make the icing while we're waiting for these to rise. This might up making 24. If you were using a smaller pan, you'd probably make about 9. This cream cheese icing looks very good. That's going to be delicious. These cinnamon buns are ready to go. They've been about an hour and 15 minutes. And I just cracked an egg here, and I added a couple tablespoons of water, making an egg wash to brown the top of these cinnamon buns before they go in the oven at 375 degrees for approximately, they're probably going to take about 25 minutes. It's been 25 minutes. And those look done to me. So if you take a look, we're going to let those cool down, and then we're going to ice them with the cream cheese icing as soon as they're ready. Thank you for joining me in this kitchen. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again.